best practice with Lavery's Bar, Titanic Belfast and Ramada Hotel. Lavery's family-owned bar.
My name's Owen O'Toole and I'm an operations coordinator for Lavery's. Lavery's Bar and the Woodworkers, it's been one of Belfast's oldest and longest running family-run bars. The way I think of it is we kind of tailor having something for everyone, you know, so there's cocktails, there's drinks, there's food, there's pool. It's just, you're trying to create a business and environment where anyone can come and have a really, really good time. I think you want to be inclusive of all, of everyone, of all types of people. You wouldn't necessarily want to treat anyone differently if they just had that type of ailment or any sort of disability. You know, we welcome everyone and we want to make it as a comfortable environment for everyone as possible. It's also about access, really. So when the Woodworkers was created, we had the ability to put in our disabled lift. That obviously helps people in wheelchairs, people with accessibility issues to access the top floor. We've got different access points for toilets and stuff, put in ramps and steps, so there's always options of easier ways for people to get around and feel like they can access the whole bar and not they're restricted to one level because they might not be able to access stairs or things like that. And just making sure they've everything available that everyone else has available, toilets in every type of facility that they would need. We'd work with different groups that would come in, like the Now group and stuff. So we would have some staff members that would have different disabilities, but they've incorporated themselves into the bar. They're more than welcome. They thrive within the industry. They're maybe a little bit, maybe struggle at first, but I think anyone that we find, they've enjoyed it more. They've opened themselves up. Maybe if they're a little bit shy when they first kind of start or they're not too sure around social cues and stuff, it's the best way to get around because you're constantly immersed in the environment. So put yourself in a customer's mindset. If you were coming in, say you were in a wheelchair, you had any form of accessibility issue, and kind of walk around your business and look and think, would this be easy for me to move? We were lucky enough that when the Woodworkers was created, we had that opportunity to put in the disabled lift, to put in more disabled toilets, ramps and access points and stuff like that. So it's putting yourself in the mindset of your customer and trying to create somewhere that's accessible for everyone, really.
Titanic Belfast.
My name's Emer Carney and I'm the Associate Commercial Director at Titanic Belfast. At Titanic Belfast, we are a visitor attraction for everybody, so it's really important that we have all of the facilities and all of the things that people need whenever they come to spend a day here. The Purple Pound in the UK is worth about £250 billion, and it's definitely an audience that we don't overlook. We really feel it's so important that people with disabled and access needs, that they really have the equal opportunities to enjoy great days out with their family, to create those lasting memories, and that we really want to make sure that they can do that at Titanic Belfast. Belfast is known as being a welcoming city, and it shouldn't be any different for our disabled guests. It's such a perfectly placed destination in terms of it's already really compact, it's easy to get round, and we have such amazing bars, restaurants and facilities here. So we really need to make sure that Belfast is promoting itself and making sure that we are seen as a really accessible city. Visitor attractions like Titanic Belfast are already leading the way in terms of what we can do to make sure we really embrace everybody that wants to come to the attraction and make it accessible to them, and Belfast is perfectly positioned to do that as well. Titanic Belfast is a relatively new building. We only opened 12 years ago, so we were very fortunate that the building was accessible from the minute go, but we make sure that we're constantly striving to improve on that and to enhance our facilities here. We're currently putting in a changing places facility to really make sure that we are keeping up with what our accessible guests need, but it's also really important for us to make sure that our staff interactions and our staff engagements are there. So we do a lot of training with our staff. It could be through dementia, it could be through autism, whatever those needs are, we make sure that our staff feel fully supported to be able to engage and make their experience as good as it possibly can be. We have a lot of initiatives, including wristbands for guests to be able to identify themselves if they do need some special assistance. We also have all of the hearing loops and all of those facilities that people with accessible needs would expect when they come to a world-class visitor attraction like Titanic Belfast. But I suppose the key thing is that we don't rest on our laurels. Yes, we have an amazing business and an amazing venue, but we need to make sure that that is followed through in terms of the experience that the customer gets when they get here, and our staff and the training and just that wider awareness piece is really crucial to that, and it's something we take very seriously. As a business, we also partner with Orchardville, and that's not only important in terms of getting those really great insights and feedback in terms of our facilities here, but it also supports us to be a responsible employer. We have a number of clients of Orchardville who work with us on a regular basis across different parts of the business, and we really want to help them hone their skills and really build their confidence in terms of being in the workplace. And it's a partnership that we've had for many years, and we absolutely intend to continue. It gives the staff the broader awareness as well of what different people's needs are whenever they're here. So it really is a really valuable partnership for us, and something that we really feel impacts our business and our employer brand in a really positive way.
Ramada by Wyndham.
So my name's Claire Smallwood, and I am the operations manager here at the Ramada Hotel. Our business, I think it kind of starts from the first call that they're coming. They want to book a room, and if they book an accessible room with us, we will always ask, is there anything that we can do, from a personal level? It doesn't have to be a tick box scenario. Is there anything, personal to you that will make your experience here better? It could be something small, it could be something big. And certainly if it's something that we can do, we will accommodate. We can offer them vibrating pillows if they have, hearing issues. If there's a fire alarm, we can do that. We can offer braille menus. There's lots of things we can do, to make sure that their stay is comfortable. And we can also offer interconnecting rooms so that they have that freedom, to be on their own, to feel like they're here on their own. But also maybe if a carer's here, they don't have to be in the same room with them as well. Belfast, it's a really vibrant city, and it's really, for me, being within the 30 age range, we've come out of a dark time, and things are in the past now, and we're looking ahead, we're looking to the future, we're looking at a brighter time, but there's loads of different reasons, the social cohesion of it, the economic benefits as well, and the range of people that can bring into the city. Once they feel comfortable to come into Belfast and know that we can accommodate them, then there's a range of things we can kind of outreach to them. Obviously, we're looking at the JAM initiative. So JAM is a platform that opens up to the diverse guest. They download an app basically, and it'll give them a list of businesses and places that are what we call JAM friendly. JAM does stand for just a minute, so it just allows the guests to be able to pick somewhere that they want to go. They know that they'll have maybe a bit more patience, give them a bit more time. It could be something as it could be autism, it could be a stutter, it could be anything like that, and they have kind of said, it's not just a physical disability, it reaches into the, mental health as well, which is great. Obviously it's a big thing now, and we need to talk about it a lot more. Every guest is different, and every guest needs to be treated, and they deserve the same experience, whether they're paying full price, half price, whatever it is. They all have different needs, and just being open-minded is the biggest thing. And from that initial booking point of view, get as much information as you can as possible, everything that will make them feel welcome. We do have accessible rooms, which I now don't like calling them accessible rooms because I've heard they've been called much nicer things now. But yeah, we do have accessible rooms. All of our ground floor is one level as well, so it's wheelchair friendly. We do have an accessible toilet as well, and all our facilities as well. Conference rooms are all fully accessible for wheelchair use. I don't like using the term fully accessible now because it's a range of people's needs that you need to cover. So it's just important that we as a business tackle each individual and ask them what it is that makes their experience and their stay better, and we will most happily accommodate.